Hi, kiddos. Welcome to Grandpa Ken's Story Time. Today, I'm being joined, as you can tell, by my friend from the Paw Patrols because we're going to read another Paw Patrol today. Some of my favorite, and Barkley loves them the best too. You can tell he's always here. He loves the Paw Patrol. We'll have a list on YouTube of Barkley's picks. They will be one of them for sure. Today, we're going to do the Sea Patrol to the Rescue. They're always the ones to be there. One sunny morning, the Paw Patrol were at their new beach tower headquarters. Mayor Goodway had asked the pups to be Adventure Beach's new lifeguard rescue team. She wanted them on duty during her luau that afternoon. "We'll be there," the Sea Patrol writer announced. "But before you can save anyone, you'll have to earn your lifeguard badges." "Ready, get, set, wet," barked Zuma. For the lifeguard test, the pups didn't rescue a person. They took turns swimming through the course of floating buoys and rescuing a pineapple named Mr. Prickly. Because if you've ever had a pineapple, you know they're hard to grab. One by one, each pup earned a badge until it was Rocky's turn. Instead of swimming, he said, "That's okay. I don't like getting wet." "You can't be a lifeguard without getting wet," Sky said. Sky told him, didn't you? Rocky said to himself, "We'll see about that." Instead of swimming, Rocky jumped from buoy to buoy, then threw a life ring around Mr. Prickly. He pulled the pineapple in and hopped ashore without getting wet. He'd done it without it getting wet. Yeah, I don't think they're going to put up with that, though, for a lifeguard. "Good rescue technique," Ryder said. "But if you want to earn your lifeguard badge, you have to swim." Rocky was happy to be a land guard. "I know you can do this," said Ryder. "If you don't feel up to it now, you could try again later." Meanwhile, Captain Tudor was out at sea feeding Wally the walrus. "Here's some more juicy jellyfish jerky," he said. He did realize that a baby octopus was stuck to the side of the chum basket. A baby octopus. Suddenly, the water started churning and Captain Turbo's boat, the Flounder, began to rock, and it rocked back and forth, and giant tentacles reached out of the waves and wrapped around the boat. "Great gushing geysers, I need the Paw Patrol," Captain Turbo explained, and then he called Ryder. "Oh, look at the big mommy." "Whoa, that was a mistake. See how big she is, huh?" Ryder told the pups about Captain Turbo's boat. "The Sea Patrol is on a roll." Ryder, how are you going to get out to the Flounder?" Rubble said. Ryder pushed a button on his pup pad. The beach tower shook as a huge ship called the Sea Patroller detached from it. Robo-Dog was at the controls, and he loaded Zuma's Rubble special sea vehicles into it. Ryder, Rubble, Zuma, and Marshall hopped aboard, and the Sea Patroller sped to the rescue. The Sea Patroller reached the troubled Flounder. Zuma and Rubble hit the waves in their new sea vehicles. Zuma tried to pull the tentacles off Captain Turbo's boat, but with his vehicle mechanic arms, but the sea monster was too strong. Ryder had an idea. He told Robo-Dog to sound the Sea Patroller's horn. Mwah! The startled sea monster released the Flounder and slid back below the ocean surface. "Hooray!" everyone cheered, but just then the Flounder started to sink, and Captain Turbo was still on it. Oh no! Rubble used his crane to pluck Captain Turbo off the dock, just as the boat slipped under the waves. "The pups and I will do everything we can to raise the Flounder," Ryder promised. As Rubble handed back to land, no one noticed the little stowaway stuck to Captain Turbo's life ring. Uh-oh, it was the octopus baby. Marshall put on his scuba gear, dove into the water, and went to work. He found the sunken flounder and started pumping it full of air from his tanks. The boat floated up towards the surface. As Marshall watched the boat rise, something shiny caught his eye. Was it undersea treasure? Arr, the pirate would be back. He picked it up with his mechanical claw and shook it. It's a baby's rattle, he exclaimed. Meanwhile, Captain Turbo was back on Adventure Beach trying to cheer himself up at Mayor Gooday's luau. But while he looked up for something to eat, the baby octopus jumped off of him and landed on Mayor Humdledinger's head. Help! 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 The mayor shouted. See, look at, oh no! The baby octopus is now on the mayor's head. Oh, at the luau. Just then, the sea monster rose out of the waves. Sky took to the air with her parasol to distract it while Rubble built a sand wall to protect the beachgoers. When Ryder arrived, he saw that the sea monsters were actually an octopus, and it was squinting. It's looking for something, but it can't see very well. Well, keep it away from me, muttered Mayor Humdinger. I don't want that on my head, too. Then Ryder realized the giant octopus was the little octopus's mother. We need to get the baby back to its mom. But first, they had to get the baby off of Mayor Humdinger's head. Marshall remembered the rattle he found and started shaking it. The baby octopus reached for the toy. But because Mayor Humdinger couldn't see, he accidentally knocked the rattle into the ocean. Someone had to get the rattle, and they had to do it quick. I can find it with my metal detector, said Rocky. Are you sure, Rocky? Ryder asked. You'll have to swim and get wet. If getting wet will help the baby octopus get back to its mom, I can do it, Rocky declared. He extended his metal detector, bravely dove into the water, and found the rattle. Shaking the toy, Zuma boarded the sea patroller with Ryder and headed away from the beach. The little octopus followed the rattling noise, and the mother followed her baby out in the deep water, and the mother and the baby found each other and hugged. They were happy again. Ryder quickly made eyeglasses for the mother, for the luau, from the bowl from the luau. Now the mother could always find her baby. The Sea Patrol had worked together and saved the day. See, she's got glasses. Kind of cool. See, the Paw Patrol likes to help everybody. Back on the beach, everyone cheered for the pups and for Captain Turbo's newly repaired flounder. Thank you, Paw Patrol, said Mr. Goodway. You saved the beach and the party. I think Rocky deserves the biggest thank you, said Ryder. He got wet to save the day and earned this. Ryder pinned a lifeguard badge to Rocky's vest. All the pups howled and hurrayed for their brave friend. See, the Paw Patrol just shows us if we all work together, we can do better. See? Whoops, my hand's in the way. There. See? They just show us. Work together as a team with your friends, kiddos. Listen to your grown-ups, but know that reading's good and fun is good, and that's what we practice here is fun. Come back and join us. You guys have a great evening, and if you're just getting ready to go to school, have a great day, and if it's first thing in the morning, good morning from Arizona. You have a great day, guys. I love you, kiddos.